Hello, it's Imogen here, and I'm here again with Shay Seaborne, trauma awareness educator, also co-teacher with me on our Foundations of Regulation course. And today, the title of our little video is Resilience Requires Resources. What does this mean, and why are resources vital? That's what we're going to be talking about. So I think we better just start with the basics. What do you mean by resources? What are resources in this context?
Resources can be inner or outer. They are tools and people and experiences and memories and thoughts and regulating practices and knowledge and financial stability and food and shelter and our environment, all things that we can draw on for support when we need help with difficulties, traumas, chronic stress, momentary disruptions, anything that gets us off balance.
Mm-hmm. So it seems like the opposite of like this relying on myself.
Yes.
That myth.
Yes. Yes. We
That
do need
well,
we
yes, we
do need to
obviously,
be strong inside,
and
but
that's
we
kind of what
gain that.
inner.
Right. We gain that from our environment, particularly
Yeah,
our psychosocial environment.
yeah. And I saw a note that you wrote here that our resources vary moment to moment. So,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's because our experiences change our resources, our relationships can change, our access to things can change, and our inner resources change moment to moment depending a lot upon the condition of our internal state.
so how about resilience? I mean, I can see already how these are kind of maybe tracking together, but
Mhm.
what is resilience? What do we mean by it? And yeah.
Resilience is the ability to come back after something that disrupts um, your evenness, your homeostasis, and resilience requires these resources. If you don't have the resources, you don't have the resilience.
So it's that your capacity to recover quickly, maybe more easily from
Mm-hmm.
stressful periods and disruptions and experiences. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Um, I have a note here, balance cups example. So I think you have a little example
Mm-hmm.
from with your children, right? Something that you,
Yes.
anyway, why don't you tell us about that? How it,
One of our favorite toys was a little plastic balance scale with clear plastic cups, and I demonstrated basically I was showing them what an integrative relationship looks like using little glass beads. I filled each cup about half and then it about balanced, and I showed them that each time they did something like picked up their room before I came in to tuck them in so I wouldn't step on the Legos, or or brush their teeth without being reminded, that was filling my cup. And then when I did things like take them to their events or brush their hair or buy them something, I was filling their cup, and it showed them that over time there's a balance. It's never perfectly even, and sometimes it can go pretty off, but it's never stuck one way or the other. It's
Mhm.
always in the middle. That's what we're looking for in an integrated relationship.
So the beads are like the resources, and that's how
Mm-hmm.
it's affecting it within the relationship, that it's not
Mm-hmm.
all depleting one person and filling the other person. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's a balance. And of course in life things can get very much more um not as simple as that little
Yes.
example. Someone might have some major life event that means they really can't be there in many ways for the other
Mm-hmm.
person. But I think it really shows that idea of how we need to fill. So the ideal would be that you, in like a one-to-one relationship or like a parent with children, is that the cups are filled from both sides, not
Mm-hmm.
depleted in either side.
Right.
So they're in balance, but they're also full. They're not in
Yes.
balance and both empty.
Yes.
So yeah, yeah,
That's a
yeah.
very difficult situation. I've
Yes,
been there.
yes, 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 yes. Um, So that's all we wanted to do for this first video in this little series, but we're going to have two more, and in the next one we're going to go more into detail about inner resources and how you can build them, and then in the following one for outer resources. So we will be back soon. I hope you tune in.